Hello everybody, welcome to join CGTN's live. I'm Jingjing in Wuhan. As you probably know, in order to contain this novel coronavirus outbreak, the city Wuhan with 11 million people is under lockdown, and so far it's been over a month. So during a lockdown, all the transportations like subway, buses, cars are suspended. When all the transit are suspended, how do citizens in Wuhan travel around? Of course, like most people will stay indoors to avoid less activities, to avoid cross infections. But there are people who need to buy, for example, groceries, need to buy food, and those who need to go to hospitals. How do they go to the places they want to? How do they go buy the groceries they need? Well, luckily, during lockdown, there were a bunch of volunteer drivers. Every day, they are here driving around the city to pick up those citizens who need to get their things done. And behind me are the cars belongs to those volunteer drivers. What I want to point out, they are volunteer drivers. They are driving around the city every day, pick up all the citizens, but they are not making any money here. So today, I want to find out what their life really like. How do they find out a citizen that need help and go to pick them up and send the places they want? Either it's the hospital or another convenience store. How do they do and how this work done? And today, I'm gonna hop on a car with them and to pick up citizens who need help. And standing right next to me with his suit on is driver Liu Xin. So she's one of the volunteer drivers. She has been doing this since the day the city announced the lockdown. First, I'm gonna introduce her a little bit. 那首先能简单做一下自我介绍吗？
行。大家好，我是 T3 这边的一个出行的志愿者司机，然后我们的话是夫妻俩都有加入到这个疫情的抗战当中。我们是在疫情发生开始的封城第一天开始的。那天是1月23号的时候，当时来加入这边的。
Her name is Liu Xin. They all work for a car-hailing service called T3. So not only her, she and her husband are both doing the volunteer job, driving around citizens. So they have been doing this since 1月20几号？23号。They have been doing this since January the 23rd, the day the city announced a lockdown. So it's been over a month. 大概要1个月了，对不对？做这个事情。
1个多月了。
1个多月。So they have been doing this for over a month now. So as you probably already noticed, she has all suit on. This suit, that's what they need to wear because they have contact with the people. So in order to protect themselves as well as the passengers, everybody needs to wear a suit on. That's why I have a suit on as well, but it's half done. It's not really done yet. I think probably I need to finish wearing my suit. 所以现在我可能要把我的这个防护服赶紧穿上，因为很快我们的这个乘客也快要到了，是不是？
对，大概几分钟就会过来了吧。
Okay, so in a couple of minutes, our first passenger today for her gonna arrive here. Okay, so before the passenger arrive, I think I need to stood up. I probably need some assistance. Okay, I'll give my phone to my cameraman. 这个可能麦克风要麻烦您了。好的。Okay. So, because I'm not in the hospital, have direct contact with patients, so I'm not as prepared as the time I went to hospitals. But still, just to be cautious, be careful. I need to have the suit on, and I haven't sealed my suit. Now this is what I need to do. Okay. And need to sew. Where's my hat? So it needs 2 persons to wear a suit because when you're have so many gear on you, you have a suit on, you can't really see everything. Huh? 自己看不太清。I need to make sure I tucking all my hair. 进去了吗？头发 ？Okay. And I need to sew this part. 封紧了吗 ？Okay, all sewed. Now I need to put my goggles on. I need to make sure not a tiny part of my skin is reviewed. It covers every inch of my skin. 都盖上了吗？
好了。OK 啊。
And also I already put my gloves on. Okay, this is the suit. But actually there already some fog in the goggle. So you probably you can't see my eyes, but that's okay. I didn't put my makeup on either. We're gonna throw this later. Okay, so basically this is today. What are we gonna do today? We're gonna follow this driver, see what their life's like. How do they pick up passenger? Help the citizens in Wuhan, and it's gonna be a very chilled out live stream. See, already I can't really see. It's really foggy. I think I'm kind of lost in smog. Because right now I haven't contact. I'm in open area, open space. I don't have any contact with human yet, like passengers yet. So I can do this. Just put my goggles on my head. But if this is in a hospital with direct contact with patients with the virus, you should not do this. You should not do this. Always put your goggles on. And once you put it on, no matter how foggy it gets, don't take it off. 上课大概还有多长时间到呢？
快到了应该。
OK，好的。那我们可以先聊聊您，比如说你当初为什么会想来做这个志愿的这个叫 driver， 我们这个志愿司机呢？
是这样子的，就是在我们那天早上起床正常出车的时候，其实那天已经很多的一些微信呐、新闻呐都说，今天上午10点钟以后，所有的公共交通全部停运。但是呢，也没有影响我们夫妻俩正常的一个工作状况，因为我们俩本来每天早上起床就是很开心的出门啊，来了。
Okay. Which is the passenger?
在这边。
这边是吧 ？Okay. I think there's a passenger who is just arrived here. This is the office of the administration of this neighborhood. So this area is kind of like in the suburban area of Wuhan, kind of a bit far away from the city center. It's a little bit far away from a lot of places. So this is a place that really need transportation because either they want to go to hospitals or supermarkets. It's gonna be like an hour drive. For example, this morning we came from city center. It took us 1 hour to drive here because it's a suburban area. So when the city announced a lockdown, this place kind of gonna be hit hard because citizens cannot use their own transportations, and they cannot walk either because the hospital is probably an hour away on foot. So they really need cars, and those drivers decided to come to this region on the first day the city announced a lockdown to help the citizens, the villagers, the people living here, to help them whether they want to go to hospitals or just buy medicine, buy groceries. And so they normally gather here because this is the office for the administration people here. And you can see like that passenger is also putting his suit on. 你好，请问这是我们的 OK？ 请问这是我们的乘客？哦，你好，我们是央视的记者，一会儿我们会跟着您一块坐车。OK？ So this is our passenger today. He just arrived here, and whoever comes here, whoever gets on the car, they all need to go through this suit wearing procedure and disinfectant procedure. 所以我们是所有的这个乘客也都要上来的话都要穿这样一层防护服是吗？
对，这个是简易的一点。
简易点就是隔离衣，对吧？对，
是的。因为我得把它平安的带回来。
明白。So yeah, she just told me all the passengers get on the car wherever they go, all the passengers they have to wear this. It's kind of a simple suit, but it's a layer that will stop getting like germs or virus because their job, their responsibility is not only sending them to the place they want to go. They have to pick them up back. They have to send them back safely. The driver's responsibility is more than driving them to a place. Okay, so I think they will have to do this disinfectant procedure before getting on cars.
您过去拿吧，直接去拿，一会儿再给你消一下毒那个墙上。
Okay, the passenger is getting his own stuff.
我给你介绍一下，就是我们带村民出去，所有的村民必须持有一个通行证，就是车上的人他也要查通行证。所以
就是这个村民本身必须得有通行证，他有资格出去才可以。
对，因为一会儿我们出去的地方的话，还会有卡口，车上的乘客需要查一下你有没有通行证。如果没有，我得把他送回来。
哦，明白。
所以就不可以成功的出来。所以一会儿你们的话，我不知道能不能顺利的把你们带过去。你们有没有？
没有。
那怎么办？
带我们的采访证。So basically, because now, in order to contain this virus and avoid people to going out, go to public spaces. So basically, everyone who wants to go out, they have to have this temporary proof to leave the area. Each household will get a temporary proof to leave their house, leave their neighborhood. And so the drivers, they have to make sure the citizen has their temporary proof because otherwise they probably will be stopped when they leave the area. I don't know, and the driver told us because we are reporters, we have nothing on with us yet. And she's not sure whether we can leave this neighborhood without proof. I think maybe we need to get our credentials for as a reporter to my cameraman. So I will go to the office to get our press credentials, and my cameraman gonna stay here, follow our passengers.
就是买这个药是吧？
他那个心脏病的药，他一般的那个小院
就买这个药是吧？好的。那我们这么先去脂肪药店是吧？对吧？好，谢谢。
要是药店买的了，就不进医院了。
好的。我先打个电话问一下吧，看有没得药店有。你们已经打电话了吗？
他就是找的好像没。
Okay. So I think one of our viewers just asked a question whether we disinfect our microphone here. Actually, this is quite complicated to us as reporters because we have to bring all kinds of equipment with us. And our equipment have to go through this disinfectant procedure. And later, after this live stream, I'm going to bring this. First, I'm going to spray some medical alcohol on this microphone. Okay.
好，我们先消毒，然后上市。
我们需要带着身份证吗？
你们有这个新闻证就
有这个证。
你们平时出去的时候有没有被查？
因为我们都是做我们的那个 对车一般都没有问题，身份证的话应该没有问题。
是因为坐我的车，你们要把身份证带是吧？
身份证，
免得一会儿被
你的这个采访证带了吗？哎，在片上哈。OK。OK。This is the disinfectant procedure before they get on the car. 对，我可以看一下您的这个证明吗？这个可。
这个是他今天准许出入。
Oh, this is a proof for him to leave, to get out of this area today. So this is the villager's name and his ID card, because today he has to go out to the hospital to buy medicines for his father. That's why he really needs to leave. So with this proof from this neighborhood, he can leave.
你们谁上车？谁上坐后面？
那行，那您先坐吧，我来坐到后面。来。
我把你们脚翘个
好了，哎，一唱。然后呢，你也上车之前你也要消一下毒。
你坐后面还是前面？我坐前面啊。
OK， 你坐前面对吧？So my cameraman gonna sit on the shotgun. I'm gonna sit at the back seat with the passenger.
就这边讲。
来。
好。OK， 上。
你好，不好意思啊。
辛苦了，是不是？
你也辛苦。医院离这里远吗？医院离这里远吗？
我们要先去两个地方，先去药店。如果药店买到了，我们就不用去那个人民医院。
哦。
有30公里吧
？3、4公里
？20公里，30公里。
30公里，很远呢。
起步的话都是这个距离。
哦。So
现在我们先把窗户对向的窗户打开一点，打就对向的，像我的右前方，左后方，这样子对流。
OK，
因为所有的窗户如果打开，估计我们会冻死的。
对，
今天有点冷。
So we have to open our window a little bit, make sure there's enough ventilation. And today we're gonna go to 2 different places. First, we need to go to a pharmacy to see whether he can buy the medicine at the pharmacy. If there's no certain medicine he wants at the pharmacy, then we have to move to hospital.
现在去一个脂肪的那个药店。那我们先去脂肪的药店了，好吧？好。
药店远吗？
有个10几公里。
10几公里，大概需要多长时间？
大概半个小时。
半个小时。
对。
哇。
有冇得那个具體的
the driver just told me they have to go to the first pharmacy. The first pharmacy, it's about 10 kilometers away. 10 kilometers away, but she's gonna drive for like almost 30 minutes. That's really long, and that's the normal. That's very normal for her every day.
OK， 我们出发啦。因为这里我们来的时间也不够很长。每个路线，像我也要导一下航。对，
刚才我听见导航说17公里，大概要30几分钟，是不是？
对。
还蛮远的。100米处有连续违法拍照。
一般这边一个出行的话，起步都是1个小时以上。就一个来回还不包含你中间下车之后你需要处理的事情。
所以这里确实是离很多地方都比较远。
对，很不方便出行。你们不知道早上来的时候发现没？这条路可以想象到树全长绿的时候，这条路会很。
是吧？OK. Sorry for about the terrible connections. 那你的换好的话，你跟我说把这个小背包插上，因为现在稍微给它充一下电。
红绿灯路口向左后方行驶，进入量子湖大道。300米处有测速拍照，限速40，并已超速，当前车速67。
后来可能他们接着这个。听见我说话吗 ？Okay, hi everybody. Sorry about the low latency. We have some connection issues because first we are on a moving car and then we are in a village. So the connections here, the signals are pretty bad. That's why the image appear and then gone, appear and gone constantly. So sorry. Okay, now we are at the.
对一个防疫的卡口。好的。好。
你们就先你们登记一下。
好的。
名字。
刘星。
So everybody who gets in and leave, they have to be checked. They check their temperature, as well as they have to register who they are, where they're from.
好，都正常的啊。
Okay, 谢谢. So we all have normal temperature. That's safe. I need to put these gloves back on. So everybody had to sign in, write down their names and the reason they have to live here, where they're from.
好了没？好，谢谢，辛苦啦，
谢谢。
拜拜。
Okay, we are checked.
好，那我们出发了啊。
Okay,
哦，完了，我手机关上了，
we are
关上
safe
了
to
就不知道
go.
怎么走。
We are safe to go.
你说话一定要离小妹妹近点，因为
Okay.
收不到什么太多环境。
Okay, we are safe to go after checking our temperatures and sending our names and our other informations. Now we just get out of this village and heading to this pharmacy. The driver has to go. So for those of you who just joined our live stream, this is CGTN's live stream in Wuhan. The reporter Jingjing. Hi. So today we hopped on a car with a volunteer driver who makes sure all the citizens here can go wherever they want to go. Make sure they can get their necessities. So we just hop on the car with the driver and to see what it feels like to be a volunteer driver when the city is on a lockdown. Because we're on lockdown, all the transportations like bus, cars, ferries, and trains and outbound flights are cancelled, or suspended actually. So, but most people stay indoors in Wuhan. But there are always some people who need to get their things done. It's necessary for them to go out. For example, those who have to go to hospitals to check their health, pregnant females who have to do checks like almost every week or every month. And there were people who had to go out to buy their groceries for their daily necessities. So those volunteer drivers are helping those cities can get their things done under the lockdown. And today we have a passenger who is just right next to me. He's from the village just left. For his father. That's why we helped on this car. We're gonna drive with this driver and the passenger to see what their life like. about this connection. Because today we are on a moving car in suburban area of Wuhan city, so the connection, the signals are pretty bad. So that's why you can see me sometimes it will, I don't know. Okay, so sorry about this. So for those of you who just joined our live stream, we are on a moving car with a volunteer driver who makes sure all the citizens here can go to the places they want to get their necessities every day. And today we have a passenger who is just sitting right next to me. He has to go out because he has to get medicines for his father who is sick. And there were a bunch of volunteer drivers in Wuhan making sure citizens can do their daily necessities every day when the city is on lockdown, because all the transportations like bus, cars, trains, flights are suspended during the lockdown. Most people stay indoors to avoid cross infection. Of course, all this suspend transportation is because they want to contain this virus. But there are people who have to get their necessities every day. For example, those who need to go to hospitals, those who need to get to do some checks at hospital, like pregnant female, and there are people who have to buy groceries every day for their life. So those volunteer drivers, they are driving around the city to make sure people can go out and get their things done. So I'm gonna today we have a passenger here just right next to me. He's going to the hospital. 您好，能问一下？
你好。
您今天是那个主要是去买药，对不对？
是的，是。
您平时多长时间出来一次？
就是说，现在我这买药，就是说要是提前预约的话，就是我不用出来了，就是他就在村里面，他可以有人帮你买回去。我这是一个突发的，就是说他这个心脏病，他的药吃完了，他没，就是我老爷子，就是说他没有跟我说，他昨天晚上才跟我说，就是说
药用完了，
就是说这个心脏病他是不能等的，就是那个药吃，就是非要今天出来买。这些，就是说我就给村里打了一个电话，说我要买药，他就立马就叫了一个车子，他说你自己的车子你不要出去，他说我们有专车，把你送出去，就是很快的就有一个车子来，
明白，
送我出去买药，很感谢他们，
谢谢。So I'm going to translate what he just said, because normally they don't really need to go out and buy medicines themselves, because they can make appointment with the staff for this neighborhood, and those staff can buy the medicine for them and deliver the medicine to their doors. But the reason he left today, because this is kind of an emergency, and his father just told him last night that he ran out of this medicine for his heart disease. And those for heart disease, they cannot wait. They have to get the medicine immediately. So he just noticed. He just told all the staff for the newspaper this morning that he really need to go out, and so the staff arranged a car for him. They told him, don't drive your own cars, because for most citizens, their cars cannot hit the road during the lockdown. But the volunteer drivers, their car are registered. They can move around. So the staff from the neighborhood arranged a car for him this morning, so he can go to the hospital to buy the medicine for the heart disease for his father. 所以您其实最近封城之后，您也不常出来，是不是？
没有出来，根本就没有出来。
今天是第几次出来呢？第一次吗？
就是说，今天就是说老爷子拍片子，就是出来了一回，就是现在今年是第二次，就根本就没出来。就是说老头子他是个心脏病嘛，我跟村里说了的，就是说那个时候就出来一回，就是说他个心脏病，就下面小医院的说，他说你这个病，就是说非要去拍一个片子，就出来了。
So since the lockdown, he only left his house twice. to get this CT scan, but this time he left to get the medicine for his father. So both times it's quite emergent, quite an emergency. They have to, because his father had heart disease. They really need to go to the hospital. So, but both of times the staff in this neighborhood arranged pretty well. 就是因为挺不方便的嘛，确实说实话。但您感觉对您的生活有影响的吗？
现在就是说这个疫情的话，就是说我们从新闻上面看，就是说很严重的嘛，那不是一般的严重，就是说我在家里就是说还好，我们在农村里就是说自己种的菜有吃的，就是再如果的话，就是说我们没有的东西，就是说村里面他现在有那个可以团购嘛，就是说你需要什么东西，他随时可以给你带回来。
哦，好的。
现在就是说这一点就是说国家的话，这做的相当好了，就是说你差什么，他随时就是说可以给你买回来，就是说没什么不方便的，关键是现在这个疫情确实是太严重了，不能到处走，就是说，
So because of this outbreak, which is pretty serious, so they all stay indoors. Of course, it's kind of inconvenient, but because they live in the village, they can grow their own vegetables. They eat the vegetables they grow themselves. So it didn't affect their life too much. 不好意思 I have a sorry for this interruption because there are terrible connections here in the village. I don't know how much you can hear from me, but because he has to grow some vegetables themselves, so even though they cannot get out, it didn't have a big impact in their lives. And sometimes because the village neighborhood can buy a bunch of things for them and deliver them to their doors, so they can get most of their essentials every day from the administration staff in their neighborhood. They can buy a bunch of vegetables and food for them. Now my editors back home are calling me.
要不行我就插上小蜜蜂。主是这边移动的信号没有联通好。
这边都属于比较偏远的。
So he just told me, because of this outbreak is pretty serious, so they cannot go out. But they live in the village, they can grow vegetables themselves, and they can. So that's quite easier for them because the outbreak, the lockdown didn't affect their life too much because they have their own vegetables. And meanwhile, the staffs at the neighborhood, they can buy all the necessities for the villagers and deliver them at their doors. So it's quite convenient for them. That didn't affect their life too much. He said, well, it's not that inconvenient during this outbreak because they still can get what they want. The staffs, the government workers are trying to buy everything for the villagers and provide enough supplies for the villagers. So although they cannot go out, but they still can get what they need. We are on the road to one of the pharmacy with this passenger. So sorry about the connections today. The connection is really bad today because we are on a moving car in a suburban area. The connection is pretty horrible. 我的电话又断了，所以联通应该是不太行。
现在信号显示是好，刚才联通还没有，现在已经有。
Okay, 这是我的这个 passenger. This is my passenger. We are going to a pharmacy to buy some medicine for him.
优秀的女司机。
哎，那不是有个药房吗？
这边是这样子，我导航是那个脂肪的一个药房，然后呢一会儿就顺着问，知道不？
哦，就一个一个去问是吧？
对，
要每
现在
个
有一些药店它不接电话了，可能太忙了吧，所以我们得过来问。如果他有的话呢，我们就买；没有的话，我们就直接去医院了。
啊，
一般我现在导的那个药店呢，是平时我带村民去买，就是比较齐全的一个店。就天天买药已经有经验了。
天天买药，你已经知道哪个药店比较好使了，就是吃药比较全了，是不是？您今天是要买什么药呢？
那个心脏病的，心脏病的药。
是不是也不是所有的药店都有那个药？
是的，就是农村的镇上的那个小医院的这个心脏病的药没有，别的病的药有。这个心脏病的他可能一般的药就是不能随便吃嘛，可能。
才1公里就能到了，
还有1公里。
对。我也到了。
可以是吗？刚刚我们说的这些都可以收到吗？ Okay, so I don't know how much you can hear from us because we have a bad signals today. So I'm constantly talking to my editors back in the office through this phone. We have to make sure that you can see us with a good image and a good sound. So today we have a passenger on this car, and he's gonna buy the medicine for the heart disease, which is pretty rare in many pharmacies in the village. That's why they had to go out and travel far away to get the medicine. I think we are almost there. 刘先生，我们还有多长时间到？1公里。1公里 ，we are 1 kilometers away from the pharmacy, which is pretty fast. 聊一聊。还有300多米。每天，这样子，你每天要找多少个药店啊？
每天你要看村民的需求，有一些村民，他就像刚才那个大叔说的一样的，他们提前都有预约了，所以第2天早上的时候，有时候就直接不用带村民，我们直接带一些需要采购尿布啊、奶粉的一些人出去的时候，我们就帮忙去把他们药上的那个清单要采购回来，就不用把他们带出去，有风险嘛，对不对？
你说是直接可以跟药店预约吗？
不是，就是村民他把他们的需求，就头1天或者说头几天就把这个需求提上来了，然后我们就攒着，然后早上的时候如果出车的时候你要去，比如说像脂肪这个地方，对于我们来说就像城里似的，我们来了就帮忙把这个药带回去，因为并不是像有一些家庭他没有一些年轻人嘛，那长辈们出来也不安全，所以我们就出来了。
So she just told me sometimes the villagers just wrote down all the things they want to buy, for example, diapers, medicines, some groceries, and send us a list to them, the drivers. And the drivers sometimes just drive themselves and go to the places to buy all the necessities for the villagers here. So the villagers don't need to go out and buy those things themselves. That's pretty convenient because, especially in the village, most people in the village are the elderlies. It's not that convenient for them to travel really long distance, travel really far away to buy those things. Most people, so like their sons, their younger generation probably are living in other places. So the drivers are doing more than driving. They are being a delivery guy, helping the elderly in the village. Then, yeah, that's quite impressive actually. 其实，所以在我看来，你们的这工作就真的不仅仅是司机，
对，
你们其实还做了很多很多这种，怎么说呢？
能够方便他人嘛，主要是要保护好他们，不要让他们出去到处乱跑。因为毕竟我们把他们给带出来了，你得平安的让他们回去。
尽量减少活动，其实是一个很安全的、更好的一个方法，对吧？
因为我们也没有办法说做了那么严密的防护措施，但是唯一可以做的就是我们多出去，然后把村民放村里。就是甚至有时候有一些村民他们买了有奶粉什么的， 他们有约好一些地方，但是也是在镇上，不在村里嘛，我们也会帮他去取回来，就跑腿嘛。因为毕竟人家的孩子也很小啊，是吧？他们也是才做父母的，所以让他们出来也会有风险。
So basically, the driver said, they are doing all these things for them because they want to help them. Like their job is not just picking them up, sending them to different places. Their job is also to help them, to protect them. So by doing those things, buying things for them is really protecting the
你那
villagers.
边下车不安全。
The car and go buy medicines for them.
如果没有
And I think that's probably our live stream for today. Okay. So the passengers just got off the car and go to the pharmacies to ask whether they have the medicine he needs. We can also get off the car actually. So this is the first pharmacy we arrived today. The passenger just went into the pharmacy and asked whether they have the medicine for the heart disease for his father. And I think, and my editor from back home in office told me we only have a few minutes left because we have a next live stream going on. And so basically we cannot follow him go to more pharmacies or hospitals or follow the whole journey with the drivers. But thank you so much for watching. And this, what I want to do is trying to show you how people are moving around and get their necessities done during the city is still on lockdown, during the lockdown. So thanks so much to all those volunteer drivers, because basically they are not making any money for doing this. And this driver actually lives really far away. She lives really far away from this village. Every day she has to drive 1 hour to get to the village and send the villagers to different parts of the city. And she paid all the money for the oil by herself. So it's exactly because of those people, those normal citizens want to help, volunteer to help, that help the city still running as it used to be during the lockdown. That's why, like, the city, even Wuhan is hit hard by the novel coronavirus, is still doing well because there were so many people helping out the citizens here. So okay, so this pharmacy apparently doesn't have the medicine he needs. We need to hop on the car again and go to the next pharmacy until we get the medicine he needs for the heart disease of his father's. Thank you so much for watching. This is our live stream. This is the journey so far. And in the future, I'm gonna show more of what's happening in the Wuhan. Thank you so much for watching.